high above the clouds of the Peruvian Andes, where the first golden rays of sunrise slowly touch the rugged mountain peaks, the world feels almost timeless. Soft mist drifts silently through the deep valleys below, flowing like an endless white ocean between towering cliffs that have stood for millions of years. The only sounds are the distant songs of mountain birds, the whisper of the wind across ancient stone, and the gentle rhythm of nature awakening with the dawn. And hidden among these clouds, at an elevation of nearly 2,430 meters above sea level, there is a city that, by every measure of logic, should never have existed, built on the narrow ridge of a mountain, surrounded by sheer cliffs that plunge hundreds of meters into the valley below, far away from rivers that could carry supplies, far away from roads that could transport massive stones, far away from everything that would normally make the construction of a great city possible. Yet somehow, more than 500 years ago, a civilization accomplished what many would still consider almost impossible. They carved enormous blocks of granite. They transported stones weighing many tons across steep mountain slopes. They designed terraces that still resist erosion after centuries of rain. They built temples aligned with the movements of the sun. And they created one of the most extraordinary architectural masterpieces the world has ever known. Then, almost as mysteriously as it appeared, the city was abandoned. No great battle destroyed it. No massive fire consumed it. No written records fully explain why its people disappeared. The forest slowly reclaimed its pathways. The clouds guarded its secrets. And for centuries, the outside world forgot that it even existed. Tonight, we will slowly climb these mountains together. We will discover why the Inca chose one of the most difficult places on Earth to build their masterpiece. We will explore the remarkable engineering that still amazes modern architects. We will learn about the people who transformed impossible landscapes into thriving communities. And perhaps, by the end of our journey, we may understand why Machu Picchu continues to inspire millions of people from every corner of the world. So make yourself comfortable. Take a slow, deep breath. Allow your mind to become quiet and join me as we travel into the clouds of the Peruvian Andes to discover the impossible city of the Incas. Imagine, just for a moment, that you are one of today's greatest architects. You have access to every modern tool imaginable. Powerful computers capable of designing entire cities in 3 dimensions. Engineering software that can calculate every structural detail. Tower cranes that lift enormous weights hundreds of meters into the air. Helicopters capable of transporting heavy equipment to remote locations. Modern highways, steel machinery, concrete, satellite maps, laser measurements. Everything that 21st century engineering has developed over hundreds of years. Now imagine that someone gives you an unusual assignment. They ask you to build an entire city. Not in a flat valley, not beside a river, not on stable ground. Instead, they point toward the top of a narrow mountain ridge nearly 8,000 feet above sea level, a place surrounded by steep cliffs. a region where powerful earthquakes occur regularly, a landscape that receives heavy seasonal rains, a mountain where landslides remain a constant threat. There are no roads, no easy way to transport supplies, no convenient construction materials waiting nearby. Every single stone must somehow be moved across one of the most challenging environments imaginable. Would you accept the project? Most people probably would not. Even today, such an undertaking would require years of planning, enormous financial resources, and the combined effort of thousands of highly trained specialists. Yet more than 5 centuries ago, the Inca Empire accomplished exactly that. Without iron tools, without wheeled vehicles, without horses, without modern mathematics, without cranes, without engines, using little more than stone tools, bronze implements, woven ropes made from natural fibers, remarkable organization, and an extraordinary understanding of the natural world. They created Machu Picchu, one of humanity's greatest engineering achievements. Even today, architects, archaeologists, historians, and engineers continue to study its construction techniques. Many of the solutions developed by the Inca still inspire modern engineering. Their buildings survived earthquakes that destroyed much newer structures. Their agricultural terraces continue to prevent erosion after hundreds of years. Their sophisticated drainage systems still function remarkably well, despite centuries of exposure to the elements. How was this possible? Who imagined such an ambitious project? Before we can truly appreciate the city itself, we must first understand the mountain on which it stands. Because perhaps the greatest mystery of Machu Picchu is not the architecture, but the decision to build it here at all. Even today, standing among its ancient stone walls, many visitors ask themselves the same simple question. Why here? Why choose one of the most remote and challenging places in the Andes to construct such an extraordinary city? The answer is not as simple as it may seem. Machu Picchu lies in the Cusco region of modern Peru, where the towering Andes begin their gradual descent toward the vast Amazon rainforest. It is a place where two very different worlds meet. Behind the city rise the cold, rugged mountains of the high Andes. Ahead stretch the warm, humid forests that eventually become the largest rainforest on Earth. Because of this unique location, the landscape constantly changes throughout the day. Morning sunshine can suddenly disappear behind thick clouds. Gentle mist may roll across the mountainside without warning. Rain showers arrive quickly before giving way once again to clear blue skies. The mountain itself seems alive, forever changing its appearance beneath the shifting light. Machu Picchu sits nearly 2,430 meters above sea level. But numbers alone cannot fully describe its setting. The city occupies the narrow spine of a mountain ridge, with steep cliffs falling hundreds of meters into the Urubamba River far below. From many viewpoints, the river appears almost like a silver thread winding silently through the valley. Looking down from the terraces can be breathtaking. The cliffs are so steep that they seem almost vertical. Standing there today, it is easy to imagine why the Spanish conquistadors never discovered this hidden place. Dense forests cover the surrounding mountains. Morning fog often hides the ruins completely. From below, the city becomes nearly invisible against the rocky slopes. Nature itself became one of its greatest defenses. But hiding a city was only part of the challenge. Building one there was something else entirely. Imagine thousands of workers climbing these mountains every single day. There were no paved roads, no trucks carrying stone, no cranes lifting heavy blocks into position. Everything had to be carried by hand: food, water, tools, building materials. Every journey required patience, endurance, and remarkable determination. And yet, the Inca did not simply build a few shelters. They created an entire city. A city filled with homes, temples, ceremonial plazas, fountains, workshops, storage buildings, and carefully planned agricultural terraces. Every structure had to fit naturally into the shape of the mountain itself. Rather than forcing the mountain to conform to their plans, the Inca allowed the mountain to guide their design. This philosophy can still be seen everywhere throughout Machu Picchu. Buildings follow the natural curves of the landscape. Stone stairways seem to grow directly from the rock beneath them. Walls rise where solid foundations already existed. Nothing feels forced. Everything appears to belong. It is as though the city slowly emerged from the mountain instead of being built upon it. One of the greatest engineering achievements of the site is its system of agricultural terraces. At first glance, these terraces appear simply beautiful. Long green steps cascading gracefully down the mountainside. But beneath their peaceful appearance lies extraordinary engineering. Each terrace was carefully constructed, using multiple layers. Large stones formed the foundation. Above them came smaller rocks, then gravel, then sand. Finally, rich, fertile soil was placed on top. This layered design allowed rainwater to drain naturally through the terrace instead of washing the soil away. Even after centuries of tropical rainfall, most of these terraces remain remarkably stable. Modern engineers continue to study this ancient drainage system because of its incredible effectiveness. Without these terraces, the mountain itself might have collapsed long ago. Water management was equally impressive. Natural springs located high above the city supplied fresh drinking water throughout the year. The Inca carefully carved stone channels that directed water through the settlement. Gravity did all the work. There were no pumps, no mechanical systems, only an elegant understanding of how water naturally moves across the landscape. Many of these fountains still flow today, more than 500 years after they were first constructed. Few modern plumbing systems can claim such longevity. Archaeologists have also discovered that nearly 60% of Machu Picchu's construction lies beneath the surface. Visitors see magnificent temples and beautiful stone walls. But underneath them exists an enormous hidden foundation. Layers of carefully arranged rock stabilize the mountain and prevent landslides.